Hello everyone. I welcome you to this amazing course on ChatGPT plugins. In this innovative course on ChatGPT, I invite you to dive into the realm of AI customization like never before. OpenAI has rolled out a massive new feature called ChatGPT plugins to their Plus users, and it's totally a game changer. ChatGPT plugins are tools or extensions which are developed by third parties and integrated into ChatGPT. They simply enhance its functionalities, provide customizability, and help in personalizing your AI experience by altering the AI's responses and behaviors. In this course, get ready to unlock the full potential of ChatGPT, elevating its capabilities to new heights and shaping it into a tailored virtual assistant that suits your specific needs. So this is the learning roadmap of the course, or you can say the outline of the entire course. So we will start by setting up our ChatGPT plugins. Then we will move towards seeing what are the alpha plugins in ChatGPT. After that, we will see some third-party plugins like plugins for jobs, for finance, for visualizations, for audio, for home, and then we will have a look at some miscellaneous plugins. Hey, welcome to this introduction lecture on ChatGPT plugins. Before we actually look into what plugins are and what you can do with the plugins, let's first see if you guys have access to the plugins, and if you don't, how do we request access to the ChatGPT plugins. So in this video, I'll walk you through both. The first part here is I am assuming that you are not a ChatGPT Plus user, which is if you are not paying $20 to ChatGPT for the subscription and you still want access to ChatGPT. Here's one way you can get it. This is what I'll be covering in the first part. So let's start. Visit this URL which you can see on the screen, and once you land on this page, you have to simply click Join Plugins Waitlist. Here you have to provide the data. I am going to pass first name as test, last name is going to be test1. I am going to provide my email, and then you have to select the country of residence. I am going to select Pakistan. Then you have to select one of the two options. Either you want to provide feedback about your plugin experience or not. I am going to select no. Then you have to explain what type of use case or new plugins you want to see built. I am going to say a recipe creator. You can select any use case you want. Then you have to define how do you want to use the plugin. If you want to try the plugin in the ChatGPT or you want to develop the plugin. Okay, I am going to select I'm a developer and I want to build a plugin because in this series I am going to create custom plugin as well. Now you have to define why do you want to build a plugin for. Let's say I am going to say for hotel reservation, and once this is done, next we have to provide our company name, which is Skill Curve. Then we have to define the company size, and you have to provide the Twitter profile URL or the GitHub profile URL. Here you have to provide the URL for the company's account and then simply click join waitlist. Then you will get this message, thank you, you will hear from us soon, which means that you have been waitlisted, and when this service gets rolled out for you, you will be officially notified via email by OpenAI that this service has been opened for you. However, I will not suggest you to get into the waitlist because it takes about months to enter the ChatGPT Plus via the waitlist. So I'll suggest you to buy the subscription for $20 in order to readily access the ChatGPT Plus. But if you are a ChatGPT Plus user, then there is a very high probability that this service is already rolled out to you. And you just need to know how to enable this. And we are going to look at that now. So coming to this, if even in premium account or ChatGPT Plus, you don't have plugins available in GPT 3.5, it's only available in GPT-4 and above. Here in the ChatGPT 4, we have two plugins. One is the browsing plugin that is currently be showing up, and the other one is the code interpreter plugin. To enable the plugins, you just click on the three dots on the leftmost bottom side and then go to settings. In settings, below the general, you should see the beta features option available. And if you don't see beta features option available, that means that probably plugins are not available for you. You will see the button, and if you have this button enabled, then you have plugin automatically enabled. Here in the ChatGPT 4, we have two plugins. One is the browsing plugin that is currently be showing up, and the other one is the code interpreter plugin. These are built by OpenAI. We are going to learn more what they are in the future videos, but right now you need to know that these two are termed as alpha plugins and the third party plugins. And once you visit the plugin store, you can see a wide variety of plugins, including both the alpha plugins and the third party plugins. And in the next video, we are going to look more at the plugins. But that's all I wanted to cover in this lecture. I hope it helps. I'll see you in the next one. Welcome back. In this video, we are going to see how to access and manage the ChatGPT plugins. In the previous video, we have already seen how to enter into the ChatGPT plugin waitlist. In this video, I am going to show you how to enable it and use it from now on. But before that, let's see what is a plugin. So the idea of plugins is to enable you to access a ton of new tools and also the latest information which is not accessible in the traditional ChatGPT. Plugins can be super useful when you are trying to book a ticket or trying to do some educational stuff using the ChatGPT. If you have access to the plugins in your account, let me show you how you can activate the plugin. So the GPT plugins currently are not supported in the free version of ChatGPT, which is 3.5, but the premium version do have access to the plugins. So once you log into your GPT account, click on the three dots present on the bottom left corner of the screen. Once you click on the dots, go to the settings, and in settings you see something called beta features. In the beta features, if this button is enabled or if you see the beta feature showing up in your account, then this implies that plugins are available for your account and you can easily enable them. So if you click on this one, by default, no plugin will be there and you will have to enable this. This has to be done only the first time you are doing it. But if you have already done it, then it is set to default. And if the value is set to default, then you don't see the plugins. If you want the plugins to be enabled, then click on plugins. So once the plugins are enabled, you will see something like this. The idea here is that you can use any three plugins at a given instance, whereas there are a ton of plugins that are already present here inside the plugin store. I'll just show you how you can go there. You simply have to click the plugin store. So these are all the plugins that are present here already. You can install a verified plugin if you want, or if you are a developer, then you can also create your own custom plugin. But first, let's look at the plugins that are available to understand the broad idea of how they are being used in OpenAI in ChatGPT. Let's have a look at the most popular ones and the use cases which you might come across in the real life. But the most popular stuff that we do is that we travel. So let's just go ahead and install the kayak, which basically search the flight, cars or recommendations, or we can also use Expedia here, which book flights. So these are the two plugins that I'm currently using. And once I have installed the plugins, let me go back here. Now you see that two of these three plugins are enabled. And if you don't enable them, then no plugin will be enabled and will not be available to use. So if you want the plugin to be used, you have to simply select it. Firstly, we will use the kayak one. Let's look at some examples here. I am going to write a prompt in which I will write, book me a flight and a hotel from San Francisco to Austin, Texas. So if I ask this question, you can see that it's using kayak now. As you already know that ChatGPT has only limited information and it does not have events or concurrent information. But now by using plugins, you can see how ChatGPT is able to search the internet and provide you with the latest information that previously it was not able to fetch. It is going to take some time for processing and after a while it is going to give us a list. Okay, so it came up with the options for us. It is providing me rates for the different flights, also for the non-stop flights and some connecting flights as well. Moreover, it is also providing me the information for some hotels in which I can stay. Great. So similarly, there are other plugins. You can also look at them to search different types of data. So before the plugin, this information was not possible to be provided by ChatGPT, but now with just a click on this, you can go ahead and book your flight with the best price by the help of the Kayak plugin. Okay, so let me go back to the plugin store and let's say I want some information about the real world knowledge. So I am going to install the Wolf Farm plugin. It accesses the computation, math, curated knowledge and real-time data. Now let's go and try testing it. And don't forget to enable your plugin to use it. So I'm going to ask how's the weather today in Austin, Texas. So yeah, it gave us the current temperature, the condition, relative humidity and the wind speed. So this is what I wanted to demo in the first part of the plugins and how you can play around with different plugins. We will see some more use cases where the plugins are useful for us, and we'll also look at developing our own custom plugins later on in this series. Thanks for joining. I'll see you in the next one. As you guys might have already heard that the Code Interpreter plugin is live for most ChatGPT Plus users, and it is going to be available for the rest of you very soon. So let's take a look at what this Code Interpreter plugin is. This plugin might ease your data science workflows if you are working on data engineering or building supervised machine learning models. Let's go ahead and take a look at what we can do and how Code Interpreter can be enabled in ChatGPT. So in your ChatGPT, go to settings from the bottom left corner. Once the settings are open in the beta features, you should see the code interpreter showing up now. And from there, you can easily enable the plugin. But one thing to remember is that it is not a regular plugin, it is an alpha plugin. Once your plugin is enabled, go back to the screen and we need to have a dataset, and I am going to take the dataset from a Kaggle. Here is the link to the dataset which I am using. It is basically a LinkedIn job dataset which talks about some 7,000 rows and 15 columns, and these are some of the columns present inside the dataset. You just have to download this CSV file and extract its content in your local system. Once your code interpreter plugin is enabled, you will see a symbol for uploading the file here. Click on it and then browse to the file where you have saved it and then upload it into your ChatGPT. But you should remember that you have to upload the CSV file. Once my file is uploaded, now I am going to ask it some questions. So the first question I am going to ask is, can you explain the data to me so that I can decide what I can do with this data? So while running, you will see that it will be using the code interpreter, and you will see that it has provided me the data. But if I move upwards and view the working, you can easily see, if you guys have used the data science, it is clearly visible that pandas is the Python library which is used to load data from any CSV file, and they are doing the read CSV, which is our input file, and then it's doing a head which displays the first 10 lines of the output, and it got the data fields which we have in our file, which is the job ID, job location, company ID, company name, work type, and number of employees, number of applications posted, alum hired, person linked, and all other data that potentially a company might use, right? So once I got all the data, after that I would be interested in asking what are the trends that does this data set indicate and how we can visualize this data. So I am going to ask it, can you tell me the descriptive statistics of the data and also create some basic charts and graphs that help me visualize what is in it and any patterns it may contain. Okay, so the input data looks good. So firstly, it is showing me the graphical representation of the top 5 job posting locations, and from the graph you can easily see the value of the maximum number of postings as well as the city from where the maximum number of jobs were posted. After that, it is displaying us a graph showing the top 5 companies posting the jobs. So you can easily see from the graph the company name and the number of jobs that were posted by each company. Then it is showing us the work type distribution. The work type is divided as a remote, on-site and hybrid, but the most common work type distribution is on-site with 42.1%. Then it is showing a graphical representation of top 5 full-time remote distribution, and it is showing that the mid-senior level has the most number of job postings. Then it is also giving me some descriptive analysis of the graphs that we just saw earlier. Now I am going to ask another question. The question will be, does the dataset have any outliers? And in response to my question, it has given me a box plot. And the box plot is showing the distribution of the number of applications per job posting in the dataset. The line inside the box represents the median of the dataset, whereas the box itself represents the interquartile range, which is a range between the first quartile 25th% and the third quartile, which is the 75th%. The whiskers extend to the smallest and the largest values within 1.5 times the interquartile range. Any points that lie beyond the whiskers are considered outlier in this scenario. So you can see that it has given us data related to our data set in the form of visual statistics as well as descriptive statistics. And it has also identified the outliers present inside the data set. Similarly, you can use it for other type of statistics as well. So this is how you can use the Code Interpreter ChatGPT Alpha plugin. That's all for this video. I'll see you in the next one. Welcome back. From now onwards, we are going to see the ChatGPT third-party plugins. So the first one plugin that we are going to discuss is the Ambition ChatGPT plugin. So Ambition is a ChatGPT plugin which helps to search job locally. The plugin is designed to help users find relevant jobs near them and provides valuable insights and guidelines to streamline the job search process. To install the plugin, head to your ChatGPT plugin store and in the search bar type Ambition. Click on it to install it and make sure you enable it after you have installed it. Then select Ambition as one of the plugins to be used. So now let's look at some of the use cases for the Ambition. Now I am going to pass a query to the Ambition saying, find a job in San Jose on generative AI which uses Python or OpenAI API. And once you post the first query, you can see that Ambition is being used to execute it. And it has returned us 5 jobs that match the search query. And those include a hyperlink, the job title, the company name. And once all the 5 jobs are listed, you should also see the 5 job links available as a carousel. So if you just click on any of them, then you should go to the URL where the job has been listed. So once we get to the link, the next thing is how do we upload our resume? So in Ambition, you can apply in 2 ways. First one is through LinkedIn. So you can download your PDF from the LinkedIn and import it to the Ambition. The second way is the traditional way of just uploading your doc or the PDF file. And the Ambition would take a couple of minutes to analyze it. And as soon as it is done, you can see the list of jobs which probably match your resume. And after a while, you can see that it has listed the jobs which you can apply from here. You might not be interested in all the jobs, so whichever job you are interested in, you can easily apply. Some limitations for Ambitions currently are, even though Ambition talks about some upcoming features, not all have been rolled out. Some of them are like auto-applying for a job or Ambition creating a resume, save changes made by you and ChatGPT, and a comprehensive resume analysis. So all these are not yet available. So let's look at a similar query here where I am asking them to list some generative AI jobs in the Bay Area. And for this, Ambition takes a couple of minutes to generate this data in the ChatGPT. Okay, so it has listed down the jobs. As we already know that for any job you look at, and if you are a LinkedIn premium user, it lists the salary ranges for a given job. So when I post a similar query to Ambition to see if the Ambition is able to list the pay data, I'm going to ask it, can you list the estimated wages for the jobs above? And when I run it, it is conveniently saying that the compensation details for these jobs are not provided by the listings. This means that ChatGPT is unable to fetch the wages data. So this is how you can use the Ambition ChatGPT third-party plugin to find jobs in your surroundings. That's all for this video. I'll see you in the next one. Welcome back. In this video, we are going to talk about the Career Copilot plugin, which is a third-party plugin in ChatGPT. In the previous video, we have already looked at Ambition plugin, which helped in searching job for almost anybody. If you are into manufacturing, or if you are into gig economy, if you are into restaurant business, if you are into supply chain tech, etc., anybody could have used the Ambition. But The Career Copilot is a curated plugin only for software developers. So the Career Copilot plugin claims that it is a trusted assistant to help software developers find a better job, and it is built by commit.dev. Let's take a look at what this Career Copilot is about. So it is designed to help software engineers or developers find better job opportunities. You can provide various parameters to narrow down your dream search. So the criteria can be you just provide your LinkedIn URL and it can be done. Moreover, you can also provide a location, you can provide a title, you can provide a description and the skills that you might have which may help you in finding a better job. So whatever skill set you want and the location you want, you can provide it and you can also provide the description. Let's go to our ChatGPT and here we will look at some example prompts of how this plugin Career Copilot can be used in finding the suitable jobs for software engineers and developers. But before doing that, let's first install our Career Copilot plugin, and for that, go to the plugin store and type Career Copilot in the search bar. Once you have installed it, go back to your ChatGPT and here I am going to run some examples. So let me see how this plugin does for our first prompt. So I am going to prompt it, find the software developer jobs in San Francisco. And as you can see that it is using Career Copilot to fetch the data. This means that our prompt has invoked the right plugin. And after a while, you can see that here is a list of jobs and you are also going to see a link for all the jobs available so you can apply from that. Now let's run another query. This time I am going to search for data scientist positions in New York. It triggered Career Copilot, which means that it is using the right plugin. You can see that it has given me a list of all the jobs for the data scientists in New York. Let's move towards our next prompt. Let's say that we want a remote job, so I'm going to prompt, look for remote full stack developer job opportunities. It is going to use Career Copilot and after a while it is going to display me a list of remote jobs for the full stack developer. Another great feature of Career Copilot is that you can prompt it to search for jobs using your LinkedIn profile. So I'm going to prompt it search for jobs using my LinkedIn profile and I'm going to provide it the link of my LinkedIn profile. Oh, so I haven't defined any location or any job title. So let me change the query a bit. I am going to say, show me the jobs for the full stack developer using my LinkedIn profile. And once I run it again, now you can see that it has given me different jobs related to my resume for the full stack developer. So this is how you can use the Career Copilot ChatGPT plugins to find job opportunities as a software developer. That's all for this video. I'll see you in the next one. Welcome back. So the next plugin we are going to talk about is something called Easy Resume. So the Easy Resume plugin quickly lets you to create and edit your resume with the option to download it as a doc file, as a PDF file or as a text file and then use it to find the job you deserve. So this is not something you can't do in a Word or Excel, but you can also do that with prompt. It's just that if you are used to ChatGPT type way of doing this, then this might be an option for you to consider. Otherwise, you can use the conventional methods too. So there are 3 steps on how to create your resume. Firstly, you provide your information. Next, you format your resume and then you create your resume using the create resume function. There are different things that you can provide in your information like your contact information, work experience, education, skills, etc. The next step is to format your resume in which you can define the format for each column or for each individual line, like which column you want to bold, which row you want to make underline, and if you want to strike through some text, then you can easily italicize it. Moreover, if you want to add hyperlinks to your resume, you can also do that. And if you want to create lists, then there is also an option for that. Moreover, you can also change the header color, the background, font size, alignment, etc. And then once you are done, just say create resume and then the Easy Resume plugin will create your resume for you. Let's go to our ChatGPT and here I am going to install my plugin from the plugin store by typing Easy Resume in the search bar. And once the plugin is installed, now I am going to write a prompt to the Easy Resume to create a resume for me. But again, you should remember that this would not be a professionally created resume, but it just shows you what you can do with the text you have for your resume. Right now, I just wanted to show you how to use this Easy Resume plugin and how you can create your resume using it, and as soon as the resume is created you can easily get a link. So once you click on the link you can see a rough resume created for you, and this resume is totally editable. You can add any value you like. You can also format it by using bold, italics and underline, and after you are done with it you can simply download it either in the docs format, as a PDF file, or as a text file. Let's go back and run a second prompt which is more complex than the previous one. In this prompt, I am providing more data. I have just added a couple of additional prompts and you can try whatever is of your interest and see how it works for you. After running, the Easy Resume will provide you a link to your resume, and once you click on it, you can see that it is in much better formatting than the previous one. And again, it is editable. You can change anything that you want, and then once you are happy with it, you can simply download it. So this is how you can use the Easy Resume third-party plugin to create resume in just a few minutes. That's all for this video. I'll see you in the next one. Welcome back. In this video, we are going to talk about another third-party plugin for jobs, which is the Indeed plugin. I know many of you would have used Indeed, so it is like a job indexing site. So if you are looking for jobs in United States, or if you are looking for some resume help using the ChatGPT, then Indeed is the right tool for you. So Indeed helps you to explore and discover the latest open jobs from the #1 job site in the world, which is Indeed.com. So let's see at what this plugin can do. So this plugin for ChatGPT allows you to search jobs on the Indeed platform. You can search jobs based on job titles, skills, or the location. As of now, this plugin only supports jobs in United States and remote jobs. So if you are trying to find jobs in another country, it does not have support at the moment. But Indeed has said that they are going to roll out to other nations eventually. So here's how you can use it. You can specify the job title you are interested in. It can be a software engineer, a data scientist, technical program manager, or a marketing manager. You can simply list all these, and you can also specify the type of jobs you are looking for, which means either you are looking for a full-time job, part-time job, or a contract job, or either an internship. Moreover, it allows you to specify the location in which you are looking for a job, and you are also free to specify the skills that you have for which you want the job. Moreover, if you want to fetch the next page of the results, you can use a cursor from the previous result to get to the next page. Moreover, you will need to provide sanitized information about the conversation to know the context of the search. Let's come to our ChatGPT. I have already installed and enabled the Indeed plugin, so let's try prompting it. For the first prompt, I'll say find me a full-time software engineering job in San Francisco. One thing to remember is that this plugin is not only for the tech jobs, so whatever jobs you are finding on LinkedIn, you can also search using the Indeed plugin. So there is no limit on the type of jobs. So you can see that it has provided me a list of jobs, and if I click on any of these jobs, I will be redirected to the Indeed site where I can see the complete description for the job, and from there I can also apply for that position. Now let's do our second prompt, in which I am going to search for part-time data science jobs within a 50-mile radius of the New York City. So you can see that it has provided me 5 jobs for the part-time data scientist near New York. And similarly, you can also prompt it to find internships for you too. And this is very useful for you if you don't have access to your college career site or job fairs. Then you can use these plugins to find internships suitable for you. And after a while, you will be able to see a list of internships. And the good thing is that it also lists what's the potential compensation each internship is paying. So this might help you save time prior before the negotiation, or if you already have an existing internship offer. That's all for this video. I'll see you in the next one. Welcome back. In this video, we are going to talk about another third-party plugin called the Talent.org. Let's take a look at what this plugin can do. Let's assume you are a startup or a company, or you are someone trying to look for staff. You might have used Upwork or any other freelancing sites to find people to do your work. So Talent.org is something similar to that. Using this, you can easily hire people to do your work hassle-free. So in simple words, we can say that Talent.org is a tool designed to help you find and hire freelance talent such as engineers based on job and project description. So here is a step-by-step guide on how to use it. In order to hire a freelancer, you can define the job position, so you need to provide details about the job you are looking to fill in. This can be front-end, back-end, mobile developer, full-stack program management, or anything. Moreover, you can list what job you are looking for, set the parameters, and set the additional parameters for the job. These parameters can either be the location where you are finding the job or the minimum years of experience that you require. And once you define the job and set your parameters, you can then search the talent by calling the search talent function. This function will return a list of talents that match your criteria. After that, you can review the profile returned by the search and review more information such as skills, experience, etc. And if you find the talent interesting or a close match to what you are looking for, then you can do shortlisting and perform interviews. Let's come to our ChatGPT. So I have already downloaded and installed Talent.org from the plugin store, and I hope you already know how to do it. Let's start by looking at the first prompt. So I am looking to hire a freelance engineer with expertise in Python, Django and React, and they should have at least 5 years of experience. And I have also specified my budget to be around $90,000. And then I have also specified the location that I prefer someone from North America. So once you run it, it is going to use Talent.org, and after some time, it's going to give you a potential list of matches which match your criteria. So in the result, it has provided us a list of potential candidates, and along with their name, it has also provided us their experience, their expertise, and their monthly rate and hourly rate as well. And if you want to know more about the person, then you can simply click on the link and you will be redirected to the profile of the person who is available to provide you his services. And then simply you can shortlist the people and interview them. Let's move towards our next prompt. So I'm going to prompt it, I need a backend developer who is proficient in Java and has experience with Spring Boot. Moreover, I'm going to specify the experience to be 5 years and the budget is $85,000, and I specified the location to be Asia. Okay, so it gave me a list of names and all of them are quoting different rates for the month and for each hour. And if you need more information about any of the person, you can simply click on the provided link and you will be redirected to the URL where the entire profile of the person is placed. Now let's see another prompt. I'll say I am in need of a data scientist with skills in Python, R, and SQL. They should have experience with machine learning, data visualization, and I'm looking for someone with at least 7 years experience, and the budget is $120,000, and I prefer someone from Europe. So once you run it, you will get a list of candidates who match your criteria. Okay, so it doesn't have any candidate that match the criteria. Let me change the number of years in experience to get the output. Okay, so it is still not giving me any candidates that match the criteria, and that's no issue. I can change the prompt anytime. So this is how you can use the Talent.org ChatGPT plugin to hire freelancers. That's all for this video. I'll see you in the next one.
Hello and welcome everyone to this video on ChatGPT plugin, where today we're not using any third-party plugins, but we'll focus on creating our own custom ChatGPT plugin. But before we start creating our custom plugin, we have to create and set up our account on Replit. Now, Replit provides a large range of tools and features necessary for software development. It serves as an IDE, a code collaboration platform, a cloud provider, a developer community, and so much more. So unless you want to create your own VM on cloud and link it, and if you don't want to do all of these things and just want to start coding on application or creating an endpoint and use it in ChatGPT, you can efficiently do it with Replit. So now let's set up our accounts on it. First, go to the sign up button, and here you have three choices. Either you can continue with Google or LinkedIn, or you can use your email instead. And I'm gonna go with Google for now. And now we need to select which account we'll be using for Replit. And now you've created your account. Now let's set it up quickly, and you can set it up based on how you want to use Replit. So it's all set up, and you can see it is a new account, so we don't have any projects here for now. This is the UI of Replit. On the left side, you have the options of form, templates, my ripples, which are basically your projects and much more. And you can explore it by yourself as well. But for now, it's all done. And in the next video, we're going to start creating our custom ChatGPT plugin. That is it for this video. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, have a great day and goodbye. Hello and welcome to another video on ChatGPT plugins. And today we are going to talk about Portfolio Pilot, which is another third-party plugin for ChatGPT. Now, before starting the video, let me clarify that this is not the financial advice, and kindly don't make any financial decisions based on this. This is just for learning purposes. So let's assume that ChatGPT would be your new financial manager or your new investment analyst. Now, before starting with this plugin, let's look at the function that this plugin can perform. So it can do exchange traded fund search, company comparison, run portfolio import, easy portfolio import, analysis on portfolio, next investment suggestions, security details, and also stock search. And in this video, we also run the David Swenson model prompt as well. So let's start with the plugin. So first, if you don't have this plugin already installed, you can go to the plugin store and here search for Portfolio Pilot and install it from here. Now that we have the plugin up and running, let's run our first prompt, which is gonna be, are you familiar with David Swenson allocation model? And now let's see the results of ChatGPT. And you can see that it explains the whole model briefly. Now our next prompt would be, let's see if it can allocate our portfolios based on what we are asking. So run this prompt, create a portfolio of ETPs for the Yale model with 49% equities. And now you can see it is using the Portfolio Pilot plugin for this prompt, and it gives us the domestic equity and foreign developed equity and other equities as a result. Now let's run our next prompt to see if it can help us with diversification. So let's run this prompt. Okay, so now it's giving some information, but always stick with your financial advisor before making any decision. This is just for learning purposes, and all the results coming from this prompt could not be 100% correct. Now let's ask ChatGPT to provide market commentary with interest rates and also generates chart for the historical performances. So now it's giving me information along with the chart of their respective historical performances. So that's how you can use the Portfolio Pilot plugin in ChatGPT. I hope you liked this video. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching and have a great day. Goodbye. Hello and welcome to another video on ChatGPT plugins. And today we're going to talk about another third-party plugin for business called Options Pro. Now, first, let me tell you what an option is. An option is a contract giving the buyer the right but not the obligation to buy or sell the underlying assets at a specific price on or before a certain date. Now, buy means in the case of call, and sell means in the case of put. Now, what is a call and what is put? Now, first, let's talk about call option. A call option gives the holder the right, but not the obligation to buy the underlying security at the strike price on or before expiration. It will therefore become more valuable as the underlying security rises in price. And a long call can be used to speculate on the price of underlying rising, since it has unlimited upside potential, but the maximum loss is the premium paid for the option. A put option, on the other hand, opposite to call option, give the holder the right but not the obligation to instead sell the underlying stock at the strike price on or before expiration. A long put, therefore, is a short position in the underlying security, since the put gains value as the underlying price falls. Protective puts can be purchased as a sort of insurance, providing a price floor for investors to hedge their positions. Now, let's go to ChatGPT and let's start with this plugin. So first, if you don't have this plugin already, you can go to the plugin store and search for Options Pro and install it from here. Now that the plugin is installed and running, let's run our first prompt, which is show me most traded options for today. So it gives us all the options that is going to trade it in a given day. You can see all the options here. Now our next prompt is going to be the intraday gamma plot for SPX options today. So you can see we got the gamma plot here for SPX options. Now our next prompt would be, are there any significant shifts in investor sentiment? And you can see it gives all the information regarding the shifts in investor sentiment. Now let's go to our next prompt, which is to show all the historical options traded for NVIDIA options with strike 390. And you can see it gives us all the historical options as a result. And lastly, we're going to ask ChatGPT, what is the trend of weeks recently? Any indication of any upcoming spike? Now it will going to show us the trend of weeks or any upcoming spike in the trend. So that's how you can use the Options Pro plugin in ChatGPT. I hope you like this video. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Goodbye. Hello and welcome to another video on ChatGPT plugins, and today we're going to talk about Daigr.am, which is another third-party plugin for ChatGPT. Now this plugin used to create visual representation of the data in the form of various types of charts and graphs. Now the data you want to use to make charts and graphs could be imported from any source, or you just want to copy and paste from Excel. That's up to you. Now let's start with the plugin and run our prompts. So the first prompt I'm going to run is to create a bar chart, and here I'm giving the data to create the chart. So now you can see the plugin is running and it is now creating the chart for the given data. And so now it gave you the bar chart as a result for the data you enter. And you can also change it or update it by giving another prompt. And you can also click on this link to open it on another window where you can save it as well for later use. Now the second prompt I'm going to run is to create a pie graph for the given data. So the data I'm using is the current inflation rate of some countries. So let's run it and see the results. So now the plugin is running and we should see the results in a bit. And now it gives us the pie graph of the data that we input. And again, you can click on this link and it will show you a complete interactive chart, which you can download it as SVG and use it later for your presentations. So that's how you can use the Daigr.am plugin in ChatGPT. I hope you like this video. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching and have a great day. Goodbye. Hello and welcome to another video on ChatGPT plugins, and today I'm gonna show you how you can visualize the output of ChatGPT with a simple third-party plugin known as Show Me. Now, Show Me plugin allows us to visualize the output in different ways. It can show you images, graphs, charts, maps, or diagrams. And this plugin uses the OpenAI API to access various services like Google Images, Google Maps, Plotly, Draw.io, etc. to illustrate your prompt. Now, if you don't have installed already, then you need to go to the plugin store and search for Show Me plugin and install it from here. Now that we have enabled this plugin, so let's start the prompts. So the first prompt that I'm gonna give it to the ChatGPT is to show me the family tree of Henry VIII. And now you can see it is showing me a graph as a result of the family tree. Now the second prompt we're gonna run is to show the graph of factorization of integers between 2 to 10, where there is an edge from j to k if j divides k. So this is a prompt that I'm gonna run. And now you can see it is showing the graph of the factorization of integers as a result. Now the next query will be show me the diagram which represents main components of United States executive branch. Now here we are testing ChatGPT knowledge for how the government functions. And so now it is showing us the executive structure of United States. And we can also change this for any country. So like if we can change it from United States to Pakistan, it will then show us the Pakistan executive structure. Now in the next prompt, we are testing Show Me plugin, the system design capability, where we are giving the example of system design query, which has browser and microservices and load balancer, etc. Now it is generating the graph as a result to our prompt. And we can also update or edit the above result by giving another prompt like this one, where I change the some of the instructions and want to update the color to green. So now it is showing me the updated version of the graph. So that's how you can use the Show Me plugin in ChatGPT. I hope you liked this video. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching and have a great day. Goodbye. Hello and welcome to another video on ChatGPT plugins, and today we'll be testing out a new plugin called Space Photo Explorer. Now this tool is very useful for you if you're interested in space exploration. This plugin is for exploring space through images of Mars rover photos, NASA image database, etc. Now using this plugin, you can explore photos from NASA only for now. So all the images in the result are from NASA only. So let's start with this plugin. Now if you don't already have this plugin, you can go to the plugin store and search Space Photo Explorer and install the plugin from here. Now that it is installed and enabled, let's run the prompt. First, I'm gonna run prompt, show me the images of Mars. And now it is showing the images related to Mars by using this plugin. Next, I'm gonna run the prompt, show me images of Hubble Space Telescope. And now you can see it is showing the images related to the telescope. Now you can also request photos of Mars rover by specifying the Martian sol number, which is a Martian day, just like Earth day. So let's run the prompt, show me photos of Curiosity rover on sol 1000. And now you can see this plugin showing the data of Curiosity rover on Sol 1000. So that's how you can use the Space Photo Explorer plugin in ChatGPT. I hope you liked this video. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching and have a great day. Bye. Hello and welcome to another video on ChatGPT plugins, and today we're going to look into another third-party plugin known as Noteable. So if you have used Jupyter Notebooks, Noteable is somewhat similar to that. So we can use this plugin to create notebooks in Python, SQL, and Markdown to explore data and create visualization, which can be shared. Now, what Notable can do, it empowers you to do data-driven analysis, and you can do that by describing the data you want to work with, the analysis you need, the techniques you want to explore, and how you want all that brought together in a literate programming document. And you'll receive an entire notebook as a result. Now let's start with the plugin. So if you don't have this plugin installed already, you need to install it from the plugin store. And once you do that, it'll ask you to log in as well. So you can log in with Google or GitHub or LinkedIn, whichever way you prefer. Now I have already installed this. So let's start running prompts. Let's run our first prompt, which is just creating a notebook and printing hello world. And now you can see the plugin is running, and at the end it will show us the result as well as give us the link to the notebook. And if you open this, you will see that it creates the notebook for us and prints hello world. Now you can also run the code from here by pressing run button if you want to. Now in the second prompt, I'm going to enter 3 CSV files that I got from the GitHub, and let me just show you one of the file and show you the data in the file. So this is one of the file and the remaining files are also the same. Now the prompt that I'm going to run will merge the data from all 3 files and place it in the newly created file named Xbox data. So let's run the prompt, and you can see it is generating the table here. And also if you check the Notable window, we'll see the newly created table with the merged data in it. Now the next prompt I will run is to add the line plot of bid, open bid and price. And now you can see it is creating the line plot and showing it here in the ChatGPT window and in the notebook also. So next prompt I'm gonna ask is the bidder who won maximum number of bids. And it is showing the result of the bidder, and also it updates the notebook as well. So you can see the bidder who was the maximum number of bids. And lastly, I want the top 10 bidders in descending order and bar plot for the same data as well. So as a result, now it is showing me the data as well as the bar plot of the same data. And you can also check the data and the plot in the notebook as well. So that's how you can use the Notable plugin in ChatGPT. I hope you liked this video. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching and have a great day. Goodbye. Hello and welcome to another video on ChatGPT plugins, and today we're going to talk about another third-party plugin for visualization called WordCloud. Now if you don't know what a WordCloud is, it is a visual displays of text data. Word clouds display the most prominent or frequent words in a body of text. Now that you have an idea about the word cloud, let's start with the plugin. And if you didn't install it already, you can go to the plugin store and search for the plugin and install it from here. Now you can also ask ChatGPT how to use the WordCloud plugin, and it will give you all the instructions about this plugin. Now let's run the prompt, create word cloud for the following text, and then paste the text here. And now you can see the plugin is running. And now it created the word cloud based on our text input. So that's how you can use the WordCloud plugin in ChatGPT. It is so simple and easy to use plugin. I hope you liked this video. We'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching and have a great day. Goodbye.
Welcome back. In this video, we are going to talk about a third-party plugin for audio called the SpeechKi. So the SpeechKi plugin essentially functions as a text-to-speech converter, providing an audio file that you can download or embed in social media or in any website. This plugin basically transforms written text into audio. This plugin may be useful for you to publish audiobooks or for content creation. To utilize the SpeechKi, you can simply ask ChatGPT to convert a text passage into an audio file. SpeechKi plugin provides invaluable for creating audio versions of scripts, articles, and more. Let's come to our ChatGPT, and from here I am going to download and install the SpeechKi plugin from the plugin store. Then make sure that you have also enabled the plugin. With SpeechKi enabled, you can now use ChatGPT as normally as you do, but with additional audio generation. You can either generate text using ChatGPT or use your own pre-existing text and then ask ChatGPT to convert it into an audio file. In this lab, I am going to ask ChatGPT to create the text for me, and then I am going to convert that text into audio. So I am going to prompt it, give me the top 10 quotes. This time it will not use SpeechKi, and simply ChatGPT will return me the top 10 quotes from different people. And once I have all the quotes, I am going to prompt it convert these quotes to audio. As you can see on your screen, the speech plugin text to speech conversion is in progress, which means that it is using SpeechKi for the conversion. And as soon as the conversion is completed, you will get a link to the audio file that the ChatGPT created for you. You can simply click on the hyperlink in the ChatGPT UI and it will redirect you to the URL which has our audio file. But if you are using it for the first time, then it will ask you to log in by providing your details, and you can do so by simply providing your email and password to log into SpeechKi. Now you can either listen to the audio or download it. So let's listen a part of it to see if it is generated in the correct way or not.
1. The only thing we have to fear is fear itself. Franklin D. Roosevelt. 2. In the end, we will remember not the words of our enemies, but the silence of our friends. Martin Luther King Jr. 3. The only way to do great work is to love what you do. Steve Jobs. 4. To be yourself in a world that is constantly trying to make you something else is the greatest accomplishment. Ralph Waldo Emerson. 5. The best and most beautiful things in the world cannot.
Apart from playing the audio file, you can also download it and use it in your presentation or any other video that you want. I've downloaded it and used it in my presentation slide.
1. The only thing we have to fear is fear itself. Franklin D. Roosevelt. 2. In the end, we will remember not the words of our enemies, but the silence of our friends. Martin Luther King Jr. 3. The only way to do great work is to love the Welt.
So this is how you can use the SpeechKi plugin to transform your text files into an audio file. And that is all for this video. I'll see you in the next one. Welcome back to our ChatGPT plugin series. So the next plugin that we are going to see in this video is the podcast search. Let's come to our ChatGPT, and from here I'm going to download the podcast search plugin from the plugin store. Make sure that you enable the plugin to use it. The purpose of the podcast search plugin is that it helps you search podcasts for a specific platform for decentralized audio content discovery. In simple words, we can say that this plugin is used to find the podcast on different topics. Let's move towards our first prompt. So I am going to ask it, find podcast on impact of AI on jobs. So once you run it, it is going to use the podcast search and we will get some podcasts on this topic. Okay, so it did not find any podcast on this topic. Okay, so let's pass it another prompt. I am going to say find podcasts on Europe. and you will get a list of podcasts on the specified topic. And you will have to go click on each of the links and see which one is of interest to you, and then you can simply use it for whatever purpose you want. Now let's see if it is able to find something on cooking. Again, it will give you multiple podcasts in a list, and you can use anyone that you want or you find useful for yourself. One thing that I found with this podcast plugin is that it's not super good when we do fine tune, which means that if we use the find podcast plugin on a specific topic, it seems to do well, but when you get into some specific use cases, it's generally not that optimal. Okay, let's see another example. So I am going to prompt it, show me the top rated podcast on technology. Upon running, it is going to give me the top 10 podcasts that focus on technology. And from that list, you can select any of the podcasts that you want. So this is how you can use the podcast search third-party plugin to find podcasts on specific topics. That's all for this video. Welcome back. In this video, we are going to talk about a third-party plugin called the Tasty Recipes. So this plugin can give you recipe ideas, meal plans, and cooking tips from the Tasty Recipes website, having a database containing millions of records. So the first thing I wanted to do here is to explain what it can do. So this plugin is basically known as a recipe retrieval plugin. It is a tool that helps you find drink, food, and meal options and their recipes as well. One more thing I wanted to mention is that it does not work well with the negative queries. So if you say I don't want a recipe without meat or any of the negative queries, then it can't support it at the moment. Similarly, if the user requests ingredients or recipe instructions, so do not make up the ingredients or recipe instructions, and it only provides the ingredients or instructions if the user explicitly asks for it. This means that if you provided a list of ingredients and ask it to create a recipe on the basis of those ingredients, then it cannot do so. So this plugin does not allow the negative terms in your query like no meat or no tomato, etc. in your recipes. Let's go to our ChatGPT, and from here I am going to install the Tasty Recipes plugin from the plugin store, and I have also enabled it. So now let's start prompting. So I'm going to prompt it, give me recipes for pasta with marinara sauce. So it is going to use the Tasty Recipes plugin, and after a while it is going to give you a list of recipes of pasta having marinara sauce. And you can simply click on any of the link you want to get the recipe for that dish. And after clicking the link, you will see all the ingredients that will be used in the recipe along with the complete recipe for the dish. And you can simply create a dish by using all these instructions. Now let's try to give a negative query to it. So I am going to ask the prompt saying give me a pasta recipe with no tomato in it. And in response, it is going to give you some kind of errors, or it will apologize for not having the appropriate result for the query. Now let's go back to ChatGPT, and I'm going to prompt it once again. This time I'm going to ask for a recipe of hash brown burger. It is going to again use the Tasty Recipes plugin, and after a while it would respond me that there is no such thing as a hash brown burger, but it is going to give me a recipe for a cheesy hash brown. And you will see that in the end it will provide me an additional instruction that I can create these hash browns and use as bun for my burger. So it is also a good feature of ChatGPT plugin. And once you click on any of the link, you will be redirected to the recipe of the cheesy hash brown, from where you can get all the ingredients list and the step-by-step complete recipe for creating it. So this is how you can use the Tasty Recipes plugin to get different recipes and ingredient lists for different dishes. That's all for this video. I'll see you in the next one. Welcome back. So the next plugin that we are going to look at is What to Watch. The What to Watch plugin is designed to help you find information about TV shows, including details about the show, recommendations based on the show, and where you can stream the show in your country. This plugin can help you get the details of a TV show, search for a TV show, or give you show recommendations. Let's go to our ChatGPT, and from here I am going to download and install the What to Watch plugin from the plugin store, and I am also going to enable it. Let's start prompting. So I'm going to prompt it, get the show details for the Stranger Things. It is going to use What to Watch plugin and will give all the details about the show Stranger Things, when it was first hired, where it is available to watch, and all the season details of this series. It is also going to give us the details of the producer of the series and many more things. So now let's do another prompt. I am going to ask it where to watch House MD series. And in response, it is going to give me a list of 7 platforms from where I can watch the House MD series. Moreover, it is also going to show me a poster for the show. Let's do another prompt. I'm going to ask it how many seasons does Inventing Anna have? So it is going to give me response that Inventing Anna has 1 season, which is referred to as a limited series, and it is also going to give me some additional information like the number of episodes and when it was first aired, etc. Moreover, you can also find out the plot of different movies or different series. So I'm going to do a prompt for this scenario also. I am going to ask it who was the killer in the Knives Out movie. So in response, it is going to tell me that in the movie Knives Out, the killer is revealed to be Ransom, which was played by Chris Evans, and some other details about that character in the movie. So you can see that it also gives you the plot or the killer name of any movie or the season. Now let's do a different kind of prompt. This time I am going to ask it, give me a list of movies like Fault in Our Stars. So the genre of Fault in Our Stars was an emotional love story. So technically ChatGPT should give us movies that have the same genre. But in response, it has given me movies like Our Souls at Night, The 39 Steps, Contempt, Ronia, The Silence of the Lamb, Shawshank Redemption, etc. And only a few of them have the same genre as The Fault in Our Stars, while the other one are of completely different genre. So, what to watch plugin of ChatGPT does not give a suitable response when we wanted to get the list of films that have the same genre as some other film. So this is how you can use the What to Watch plugin to get different TV shows, get information about different TV shows, or to get recommendations based on a show or a movie. That's all for this video. I'll see you in the next one. Welcome back. In this video, we are going to talk about another third-party plugin called Tutory. Let's go to our ChatGPT, and from here I am going to download and install the plugin. And once you click on installing the plugin, you will be redirected to a page that will be asked you to log into your Tutory account. If you already have an account, you can log in, or if you are a new user, then you can select the sign up option, provide a username and password that meets the criteria, and then you will have access to your Tutory account. Your account would be verified, and now you have access to the Tutory plugin. This plugin basically helps you find the best tutor which is available online, along with the course outline and the course content for a specific subject. So, if you are a student, a lifelong learner, or anyone seeking knowledge enhancement, matches you with the qualified tutors and facilitates online learning sessions and provides resources to maximize your study. So let's start prompting it. So I'm going to prompt it, schedule a tutoring session in physics. It is going to use the plugin, and after a while it is going to give me a complete roadmap for learning the physics. Then I am going to prompt it, find a math tutor for my 10-year-old son. It is going to ask me the specialization of the child or his strengths or weaknesses. I am going to define it, and after a while it is going to give me an outline or a learning path that is suitable for a 10-year-old who is willing to learn maths. So this is how you can use the Tutory plugin to get tutoring information or the course outline for any particular subject. That's all for this video. Welcome back. In this video, we are going to talk about another third-party plugin called AskYourPDF. So the AskYourPDF plugin allows users to upload PDF documents and engage in a conversational interaction with the content. In simple words, we can say that it transforms the document's content into a knowledgeable conversational partner that can provide detailed responses based on the information within the document. Let's come to our ChatGPT, and from here I am going to go to the plugin store, and from there I am going to download and install the AskYourPDF plugin. Once the plugin is installed, make sure you have enabled it. In order to see the working of Ask Your PDF plugin, you need to have a PDF file. So in this video, I am going to use the Tesla's earnings report. So here is the Tesla's earning report, which is from Q1 2023, which has all the financial metrics from 2021 to 2023. So let's ask ChatGPT what is present inside the document. So this is like a 30 pages long document, and let's see that what it contains by using ChatGPT. So let's go to our ChatGPT, and the first prompt that I'm going to pass is, can you tell me about this financial report? And after that, I'm going to paste the link of the PDF file that I'm going to use. And you will see that it is going to use the Ask Your PDF plugin. And as soon as the result is computed, it will be returned back so we can see the results. So in response, it is going to show me the revenue of Tesla along with the operating margin and the best-selling vehicle in Europe along with some other values. Let's ask another question. So the next question I'm going to ask is, can you create a table with the vehicle type and the amount delivered in the current queue and what street was expecting? I am expecting that it should have the information about the vehicles that was delivered in the current quarter, but it won't have information about what the street was expecting. As you can see that it is generating the response, and in the response, it has created a table showing the vehicle type, the deliveries for all the years, and the YOY change. And you can also verify these values from the actual financial report of Tesla, and you can match the values that it has returned as correct values from the file. So you can always go and validate the results. Moreover, it is also mentioning that unfortunately it doesn't know what the street was expecting. So let's ask another query. Next, I am going to ask what's the outlook for the next quarter and any change in the guidance. So the exact query will be what's outlook for Tesla in 2023 in the document. Again, it is going to use Ask Your PDF plugin, and after a while it is going to return us the outlook, which will be volume, cash, profit and product. And once again, we can go to our financial report again and validate that this data is valid. Let's do another prompt. So I'm going to ask, has there been any additional information about the supercharges in the earnings report? Okay, so it listed something about the supercharges, but it does not have much details about it. Okay, so the next follow-up question that I'm going to ask is about the Tesla energy storage and the solar deployment. So I'm going to ask, does report throw any additional light on Tesla energy storage and the solar deployment? So the idea is, don't look at the specific questions that I am asking. The main concept is just look at the power and how efficiently it can answer your questions about a 30 pages long PDF without you having to read through the entire PDF file. So this is helpful when working with a public document. Okay, so it listed data about energy storage and solar deployment, and you can also verify it by going towards the financial report of the Tesla again. Okay, let's move towards the next question. I know that Tesla does not list geography specific data, so I'm just testing it out to show it to you. So I'm going to ask, do we have a split of Tesla revenue by geography in the report? And in response, it is going to apologize that it does not have any record inside the financial report provided by Tesla for Q1 2023. So let's change a question a little bit. Now I'm going to ask, do we know the revenue split from China and United States? Again, it won't be able to fetch the data for us because it is not present inside the financial report. So this means that this plugin can fetch only that data which is present inside our document and not from anywhere else. And this is how you can use the Ask Your PDF plugin to get data present inside a PDF document without actually reading the document. That's all for this video. I'll see you in the next one. Welcome back. In this video, we are going to talk about another third-party plugin called Speak. So using the speech plugin, you can actually learn how to speak anything in different languages. So if you are visiting France or Germany or any country of the world that have their own specific language, and you want to figure out what to say in each situation, then this is a very useful plugin to use. So let's get started with this and let's know what it can do. So the Speak plugin can help you translate text or any phrase from one language to another. Moreover, it can also explain a phrase to you, probably said to you in a local language, or if you are trying to achieve something, probably when you are visiting a restaurant or visiting a shop and you don't know what is said to you, then you can simply use this plugin. Moreover, it also helps you to explain the task better and you can also understand the contextual meaning of any phrase. So, the Speak plugin can translate specific phrases or words from one language to another. It also takes into account the nuances of the language, the context of the phrase, and the tone you wish to convey. For example, if you want to know how to say good morning in Spanish, then Speak plugin can provide you the right translation for it. Moreover, it provides you several ways to say it so you can decrypt what to say in a business setting or to a coworker or casually to a friend or someone whom you are meeting outside of work. So let's see how we can translate the text using ChatGPT plugin. For that, go to ChatGPT and from the plugin store, I'm going to download and install the Speak plugin and I'm also going to enable it. Let's start prompting. So the first prompt I'm going to pass is how do I say good morning in Spanish? It is going to use the Speak plugin and after a while it is going to give us the Spanish translation for good morning. But along with that, it is also going to give us some alternatives which we can say either if in a meeting or with formally or to a co-worker or any acquaintance or a friend. Moreover, it is also going to give you some examples of when to use each phrase. And you can also verify it by going to Google Translate and see that it is the same translation that the ChatGPT plugin gave us. The next operation that it can perform is phrase explanation. So the Speak plugin can explain the meaning and the usage of a phrase in any language. For example, if we have a phrase in French and we don't know what it means, then we can simply pass it to the Chat GPT using the Speak plugin. It will provide us its meaning in English. Okay, so I am going to prompt the Chat GPT what does, and then I'm going to pass the phrase it means in French. So in return, it is going to display me that this is a French proverb that means strike when the iron is hot in English. It means to take advantage of a favorable situation or opportunity while it lasts. So you can see that it simply gave us phrase explanation of a phrase which was in a different language. So let's move on to the third operation that it can perform, which is explain the task. So I am very sure many of you would have tried Pakistani food or visited any Pakistani restaurant. So let's assume that you had to go to a Pakistani restaurant and most of the people in Pakistan speak Urdu. So let's see how this tells us what to do. So I'm going to prompt it how do I order food in a Pakistani restaurant. So it is going to give me result that in a Pakistani restaurant you can order food by saying and then there are phrases from the Urdu which you can speak and you will be provided with the food. After that, it has provided me some alternative phrases that I can use and along with those in the Urdu, it has also provided the English translation so you can understand what you are saying. Moreover, it is also telling what are the common and the casual and friendly words that you can use when speaking to a Pakistani. Moreover, it also provides instructions on how you can ask for a specific dish. And after that, it has given me an example conversation between a customer and a waiter who is asking for a particular dish to order. And the responses of the waiter are as follows. So this is how you can use the Speak plugin in ChatGPT to translate text from one language to another and to learn the meaning of phrases which are in different languages. That's all for this video. I'll see you in the next one. Welcome back. In this video, we are going to talk about another third-party plugin called the Meme Creator. So the Meme Creator plugin creates memes on demand. It allows a user to ask for a meme on any desired topic. It can intelligently create funny and compelling memes with as little or as much detail as you provide. It can also refine any created meme or even create more than one meme at once. It can also create memes based on specific captions or text. So, if you are a content creator and want to use some memes for your YouTube videos or for your social media, and you might spend some time building your meme on your own using an existing tool. but you can easily create a simple meme using the meme creator plugin in ChatGPT. It allows you to create custom memes using variety of popular templates. Let's go to our ChatGPT, and from here I am going to go to the plugin store and download and install meme creator plugin, and then I am going to enable it as well. Now I am going to prompt it. So the first question I am going to ask is, how do I use the meme creator plugin? Once you run it, it will give you a couple of suggestions, and I'll show you a couple of prompts you can use to create good memes. The plugin has a wide variety of popular templates, and you can specify any of the template by providing its name. So it has given me the steps of how to use the meme creator plugin. Firstly, I have to choose a template, and then I have to specify the text that I want to add inside the meme. So moving forward, I am going to ask it, can you list all the templates supported by the meme creator plugin? So in response, it is going to give me a list of all the templates that are supported by the meme creator plugin. And you can use any of the template to create your own meme using this plugin. Let's move forward, and I'm going to write another prompt. I'm going to ask it, come up with a fun LinkedIn post about jobs impacted by generative AI and create 10 memes using the popular templates. So this time, instead of running once, the query is going to run 10 times, and you will see the meme creator plugin being used 10 times to create 10 different memes. And all of these memes will be based on some popular templates which are supported by this plugin. And after a while, you will see 10 different memes and the link to the memes from where you can view it and download it. So you can simply click on the link provided by ChatGPT to view the meme, and you can simply download it. And you can see all of the memes one by one. So the last prompt I am going to ask is, come up with a fun LinkedIn post about management in AI and create a few memes about this. So this time it is going to run 4 times, and it is going to return me 4 different memes based on the popular templates. And you can simply view any of the meme by clicking on the link provided. So this is how you can use the meme creator plugin to create different memes based on the specific template in no time. That's all for this video.
Hello, everyone. As rightly said by Stephen King, books are uniquely portable magic. Okay? So, in the world of books, there's always another story to discover, another author to fall in love with, and another genre to explore. But with millions of books out there, where do you start? That's what this video is about. Introducing you to BookWorm, a new plugin for ChatGPT Plus designed to enhance your reading journey. So before moving on to the features of BookWorm, let's first see how to actually set it up inside of ChatGPT Plus. Okay, so I will open up my ChatGPT here, and you can see I am on GPT-4 right here. Okay, well, the process to add BookWorm is pretty much simple. Okay, you need to move ahead to this thing right here, and you need to click on this plugins option, this plugins beta right here. And here it will be the option like no plugins enabled. You need to click this thing, and you need to scroll down to the last, and then you need to select plugins store. Okay, so here you need to write BookWorm. Okay, so this is the thing actually. Okay, personalized book recommendations, scanning countless titles to find your perfect read via AI. Okay, so this is the thing. You just need to click on this install button, the green button right here. Okay, so it will take a while to install it for you. So yeah, it's done. You can see right here. So I will just close this thing out, and you can see right here that my BookWorm plugin is enabled. Okay, well, as our setup is complete, now we will discuss the salient features of the plugin BookWorm. Okay, BookWorm has 3 main features. First, book recommendations. Not sure what to read next? Just ask BookWorm. Based on your preferences, reading history, and trending books, it will suggest books that you might enjoy and you might get in love with. Okay, whether you are a fan of science fiction, mystery, romance, or any genre in between, BookWorm has got you covered. Okay, so before moving on to the next feature, let's first explore like how BookWorm recommendation works, okay? So I will go back to my ChatGPT and I will make sure my plugin is enabled, okay? So for the recommendation part, I will ask the BookWorm as give me, or I can ask like recommend me a science fiction book, okay? Make sure your plugin is enabled and you are good to go, okay? So I'll just hit enter here. So you see it's saying like I would be happy to help you find a science fiction book. So it needs us to narrow down the options, okay? So it asks, could you please tell me a bit more about like my preferences? For example, am I interested in a particular subgenre of science fiction, such as space opera, dystopian, time travel, etc., okay? Or do you prefer books that are more character-driven or plot-driven? Do you like hard science fiction with a lot of technical details? Yeah, you can see right here, it's asking me to narrow down my preferences, okay? Because science fiction is a very broad concept, okay? So I can just say, I need time travel books that allures me a lot, okay? Let me ask it this. Yeah, you see it's using bookworms right here. So it would now definitely recommend some good books to me, okay? So, yeah, the first one is The Time Machine by H.G. Wells. So it says this is a classic of the time travel genre in which the protagonist travels to the distant future and encounters strange and unsettling societies, okay? And this one is by the Stephen King, 11/22/63, okay? This novel combines the time with historical fiction as the protagonist attempts to prevent the assassination of JFK, okay? And the third one is Kindred by Octavia Butler. So this is actually a great novel, okay? This is a powerful novel that uses time travel to explore the horrors of slavery in the United States, okay? And it further says, did you know that you can enjoy countless audiobooks for free with Amazon Audible trial? So it is suggesting the Amazon service like Audible trial that you can use to enjoy countless audiobooks. So this was our first example you can see right here, okay? So now I can ask something else from this thing, okay? From BookWorm. Like I can say, I love the book, The Alchemist, okay, followed by the author name, and I can ask, can you suggest me something similar, okay? So let's see what it suggests me, okay? Yeah, it's using the extension BookWorm. So it means that we do not need to narrow our preferences here. So it says here are the books that are like The Alchemist, are rich in philosophical insights and spiritual wisdom, okay? So the first one is actually The Five People You Meet in Heaven by Mitch Albom, okay? This novel explores the meaning of life, death, and what lies beyond the experiences of an elderly man who meets five people in heaven who explain his life to him. So this seems to be actually a great novel, okay? And the second one is Siddhartha by Hermann Hesse. So this is a profound and moving novel about a man's spiritual journey during the time of Buddha, okay? And the third one is The Prophet by Khalil Gibran. This is a collection of poetic essays that touch on aspects of life such as love, freedom, pain, and self-knowledge. So let me just click one of this book, okay, to see what it shows. It actually takes me to the Amazon's website where I can actually buy a hard copy or either can get a Kindle edition as well, okay? Or I can get it for paperback as well. So you see right here, okay? So this is a great and amazing plugin. BookWorm has so much to offer you, okay? So that ends our recommendation section right here, okay? Thank you. Second, it is amazing in book search. Looking for a specific book, just type in the title or author and BookWorm will find it for you. It's like having a personal librarian at your fingertips. No more endless scrolling or searching through different websites. BookWorm makes it that easy. Now let's see how book search works in the BookWorm plugin, okay? So yeah, here I am on my BookWorm plugin. You can see it is enabled right here, okay? So the first thing I need to ask is like search for Pride and Prejudice. It was an amazing novel, okay? By Jane Austen. Okay, let's see what it provides. So yeah, it's using BookWorm, you can see right here, and it will generate a response for me in a while. So it's saying that here is a book you asked for, like Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. So it says this is one of the most beloved novels in English literature. A sparkling comedy of manners that revolves around the romantic exploits of the Bennet sisters, okay? So this is actually the book search. So we will not go into the detail of this thing. That would be covered in the next part, okay? Like for example, too, I can ask, give me a book by Agatha Christie, okay? So let's see what it gives me here, okay? So you see it just generated a response for me. So it says, here is a book by Agatha Christie. And then there were none by Agatha Christie. This is a great novel. I read it in the past. I remember it. This is one of the Christie's most famous mysteries in which 10 strangers are invited to an isolated island where they are killed off one by one. So the story of this novel was great, but it was really horrifying as well, okay? So you see how it can just search a book for you, whether you provide it with the title or the author name, it can provide you with the suitable books that you are interested in, okay? And you know that when you click the book, it will take you to the Amazon's page where you can buy that book as well. So that's it for the searching part, okay? And third, book information. Want to know more about a book before you dive in? BookWorm can provide you with a summary, author information, publication date, and even reviews, okay? With BookWorm, you'll always know what you are getting in. So that's really amazing plugin that we are going to explore today. So whether you are a seasoned bibliophile or a casual reader, BookWorm is here to enhance your reading journey. So I will open up my ChatGPT once again to show you how book information works in BookWorm plugin, okay? So yeah. First of all, I'll make sure my plugin is enabled as always, and I can type in as tell me about To Kill a Mockingbird. Okay, this was a great novel, I remember. Okay, so I will just type in enter. So yeah, it's using BookWorm to just fetch that novel for me. Okay, you can see it says To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee is one of the most enduring classics of American literature. So here it tells me about the publication date, set in the 1930s in American South. The novel is coming-of-age story narrated by Scout Finch, a young girl whose father, Atticus Finch, is a moral and principled lawyer. The story is centered around Atticus's defense of Tom Robinson, a black man falsely accused of raping a white woman. Okay? The novel explores theme of racial injustice, loss of innocence, and moral complexity. So it tells me a brief summary about this novel. Okay? I can just know more about this book as well. I can ask, tell me the story in detail about. Okay, so it should now tell me the detailed story. So yeah, you can ask the stories as well. Like Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen is a classical novel of manners that explores the romantic entanglements of Bennet family in early 19th century. So you can see right here, it's providing me with a complete summary, okay? So it can do that for you as well. You can see how amazing is BookWorm. So for the last example, I can ask, give me detailed information about 1984 by George Orwell, okay? So yeah, it's using the BookWorm extension right here, or plugin you can say. And you can see it's just providing me with the detailed information. Like 1984 by George Orwell is a dystopian novel set in the imagined future. The year 1984, in a society ruled by an oppressive totalitarian regime known as the Party, led by Big Brother. So you can see it's just provided me with a complete story about the book. So that's really amazing. So if this story inspires you or you like the story, you can just click on this link to follow this book. And you can also enjoy this book for free with Amazon Audible trial. So isn't it that amazing? So that was it for the book information part. Okay, you can give it any title with the author's name and it can fetch a book for you with a story. Yeah, you can also actually get the information about the author as well, I think. Can you tell me about George Orwell? So it should actually tell you about the author as well. Yeah, you can see George Orwell, whose real name was Eric Arthur Blair, was an English novelist, essayist, and critic famous for his novel 84 and Animal Farm. Among other, he was born on June 25, 1903 in Motihari, Bihar, British India and died on January 21, 1950 in London, England. So you can see it's the complete history of the novelist as well, okay? So yeah, you see how amazing is this thing? So it's basically a complete revolution when you're talking about books, libraries and stuff. So this is really amazing. This is AI and this is future for you, okay? Discover, search and learn with BookWorm, your new reading companion. BookWorm, read more, discover more. So that's it for this video. I hope you liked this one. Thank you so much for watching and I shall catch you up in the next video of this amazing journey.
Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another video. So yeah, in this video today we'll be discussing about another ChatGPT plugin which is known as Vivian Health. So yeah, if I can introduce this plugin to you guys. So the Vivian Health ChatGPT plugin is a third-party application that basically allows the ChatGPT language model to interact with the Vivian Health API. It is basically a healthcare staffing platform, that connects job seekers with all the healthcare employers, and with the help of that, you can get to
know like what jobs are available near you and how you can apply to those with the help of AI. So yeah, with the ChatGPT plugin, job seekers can actually take the first step in finding their next healthcare job. This plugin can basically, assist job seekers in searching for healthcare jobs that match their skills and preference, and it can also provide job seekers with the information about job requirements, salary ranges, and all the other relevant details. So yeah, with the help of this actually, job seekers can create a personalized profile on the Vivian Health platform, and which can also increase their chances of getting hired. And you can use a ChatGPT Plus in a very efficient way to help you get the desired healthcare job of what you want. So yeah, now let's not waste any time and let's jump right into our ChatGPT Plus and see how you can use this plugin to do your desired tasks. Alright, so here I am with my ChatGPT Plus open. So first of all, for enabling the Vivian Health plugin, you're going to need to go to the GPT-4 over here, go to the plugins, make sure this plugin's beta option is enabled, and after that you need to go to this option over here and you need to scroll down to go to the plugin store. And just same method, you need to search Vivian Health, and yeah, mine is already installed and you can easily hit the install button right here, and after that it will be enabled in your GPT Plus over here. So yeah, now let's just go ahead and see with the help of a lab demonstration like how you can use this to find any healthcare job of your desire. So for the first example, I'm just gonna go simple. I'm just gonna type here a prompt like, I'm going to say give me a healthcare job opportunities in California using Vivian Healthcare plugin. So let's just go simple for the first example and see whether it will work for us or not. So let's just hit enter and see the output of that. Alright, so after that, as you can see, it's asking me for a little bit of more information because obviously I need to provide exact details, exact information to ChatGPT in order to help me with whatever I want. So I'm just going to provide a little bit more information. I'm going to say I'm interested in locum jobs. Alright, yes, in the first example, as you guys can see, I didn't provide much of a detail or much of a reference to ChatGPT, and I was not sure about what exactly I wanted. So after that, it asked me quite a bit of questions, and for that, it gave me the output like, sorry, it seems like there are no currently locum ICU nursing jobs in California that meet your specified pay rate. So yeah, this is very understandable. Like, if you're not going to be precise and you're not going to be accurate to ChatGPT, so obviously you can have a bit of a trouble. So yeah, let's just go to our second example and be specific and accurate this time, just to see whether if ChatGPT can help us with the job opportunities now or not. So for the second example, I'm going to prompt here that I'm looking for a travel nursing job in LA, California, specializing in pediatrics, and I would like to be paid at least $2,000 per week. So can you provide me with those specific job opportunities using Vivian Health plugin? So yeah, this time I've been very much specific, you can say, and I'm actually quite sure about everything what I want and what exactly I'm looking for. So yeah, let's see the output of ChatGPT this time. Alright, yes, so now you can see as I provided ChatGPT with a little bit of more information, with more reference, so now it helps us providing few of the job opportunities or, job vacancies, you can say. So it provided like 3 of the options that we can, simply consider if you're looking for the similar job that we desire. So it says here are some of the travel pediatric nursing jobs in Los Angeles, California that meet your criteria. So yeah, we had 3 of the job options. So if you want, you can just click this link, look up to this job options. And if you are serious about these jobs, so you can simply start applying as well on the same Vivian plugin website as well. So yeah, this was basically an example like how you can use ChatGPT Vivian Healthcare plugin in order to find you a desired healthcare job for you. And also by providing specific information and the accurate information, you can use ChatGPT in a very efficient way and a very effective way, and you can just use that and help yourself to get a desired and a perfect job of your desire. So yeah, that was basically it for this video. I hope you guys liked it, and I'll see you in the next one. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another video of ChatGPT plugins module, where in this video we'll discuss another third-party plugin of ChatGPT, which is known as Prompt Perfect. So yeah, if we move forward, Prompt Perfect ChatGPT plugin is basically a third-party application which is basically designed designed to enhance the functionality of GPT language model by allowing the users to craft the perfect model with ease. So the working of Prompt Perfect plugin is actually, this can easily be accessed by typing the word just perfect in the chat window. And once activated, the Prompt Perfect ChatGPT plugin will provide users with a set of tools and resources to help them create high-quality prompts and that are well suited to their specific needs. And also, this might include access to templates, examples, and other resources that can be used to guide the prompt creation process. And there are a lot of benefits of this Prompt Perfect plugin, and I'm going to discuss a few of them with you guys. So one of the key benefits of the Prompt Perfect ChatGPT plugin is that it can help users save a lot of time and effort while creating prompts. And rather than having to start from scratch each time, users can now leverage the resources provided by the plugin to quickly and easily generate prompts that are tailored to their specific needs. So yeah, overall, the Prompt Perfect ChatGPT plugin is a really powerful tool that can help users get the most out of the ChatGPT language model. So yeah, now let's just go ahead and demonstrate all this with the help of a lab and see how effective and how good this is. Alright, so here I am with my ChatGPT Plus open. So first of all, you need to enable this plugin, and for that you need to go to the GPT-4. You need to make sure the plugins options are enabled. So it's already enabled over here. And after that, you need to go to your plugins option, and you need to go to the plugin store and just type here Prompt Perfect, which is the name of our plugin today. And yeah, the first option will appear on the screen of the Prompt Perfect plugin. Mine is already installed, but you can always install that by hitting the install button that will appear over here. Yeah, and after that, you need to go back and, make sure your Prompt Perfect plugin is enabled once again, just to be sure. All right, so we are now good to go. Let's just go ahead and see a couple of examples to see the working and, how basically this all works and how effective this is actually. We're going to be actually testing this Prompt Perfect plugin once by, just getting the ordinary or the normal output, and once by using the Prompt Perfect plugin output, just to compare between both of them to see like what are the differences in those outputs, and how basically the ChatGPT Prompt Perfect plugin has changed the normal output to the more enhanced and effective output. Yeah, so first of all, I'm just going to type here a normal example here, which is going to be, so yeah, I'm going to type here, write me a speech for my college farewell function. So yeah, this time I'm not using the Prompt Perfect plugin at the moment. So let's just first go ahead and see the normal output, like what's the normal output we're going to get out of that. Alright, so we did get the output for the prompt that we just entered over here. So yeah, as you guys can just see it roughly and get an idea, like this is not the type of a speed that we want in our favor. Like this is very, you can say, short and limited. It doesn't have a lot of context in that. And I need more of a, you can say, contextually strong speech for my college fair, because obviously this is for a college farewell speech. You need to be strong with your words. You need to be more expressive. So yeah, now here will be the time, like our Prompt Perfect plugin will come into work. So I'm just gonna go ahead, copy this same prompt of mine, but before that, as I told you guys earlier, I'm just gonna type here perfect and enter my prompt, and yeah, now we'll see what's gonna happen. Alright, so yeah, as you guys can see, as soon as I wrote the word perfect, so our ChatGPT Prompt Perfect plugin has been enabled and is working absolutely fine. So yeah, let's just now wait and let it complete and see the output at the end. Alright, yes, so our output has been completed. So yeah, as you guys can see now with the help of this Prompt Perfect plugin, so it has actually, request to Prompt Perfect our previous output, and it has paraphrased that, and now you can see like esteemed faculty, respected staff, and dear classmates. Like previously we didn't have these all words, right? So now it is more like pleasing, it has more contextually strong, and it has those very, you can say, eye-catching words in that, right? So that will actually make our speech more engaging and more pleasing. So yeah, this is what exactly the Prompt Perfect plugin does. So let's just go ahead and, see that with the help of one more example in which I'm just gonna write a prompt here. Write me an essay about the advantages and disadvantages of mobile phones for students. Let's just go ahead and see the normal output of that first of all. Alright, so we did get the output for our normal prompts. So this essay looks quite okay, but now let's just go ahead and, type our same prompt once again with our plugin enabled this time, which will be perfect at the start, and then our same prompt again. All right, now let's just see the output of this, and let's just compare both of these outputs and see like what changes this plugin will help us put in that. All right, so now you can see we did get the prompt perfect plugin output of our essay that we wanted, which was advantages and disadvantages of mobile phones for students. So now you can see like how beautiful like it has uses the words and how pleasing it is looking to the eyes. So it has also changes some of the headings from educational, which was educational tool, to educational resource, and that is the same for communication medium. And now you can see like how good ChatGPT has used words and how contextually strong, and now students can use this essay and help them to make their vocabulary more strong and more accurate. So yeah, this was basically the benefits, or you can say the advantages of the Prompt Perfect plugin that you can use in your ChatGPT Plus to help you make your output or make your context vocabulary more stronger and more efficient. So yeah, this will be it for today's video. I hope you guys liked it, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another video of ChatGPT plugins module, where in this video we'll discuss another third-party plugin of ChatGPT, that is Web Request plugin. So yeah, if you ever wondered how to supercharge your web applications with the power of artificial intelligence, so yeah, you're in the right place. So before we dive into the details, let me just tell you briefly what exactly is Web Request ChatGPT plugin. So the Web Request ChatGPT plugin is a third-party application that basically enables the GPT language model to interact with the external APIs. So with this plugin, users can enter a URL and access information from various websites without any knowledge cutoff. So yeah, with this amazing ChatGPT plugin, you can now browse through any website or get information from that URL or website without losing your location or going to that website with the help of just simple plugin in your ChatGPT Plus. And yeah, it will actually allow your application to communicate with servers, and it will retrieve all that data for you that you're looking for by performing various actions. So yeah, if you talk a bit more, here's a quick working of Web Request ChatGPT plugin. So the Web Request plugin works by integrating ChatGPT into web apps, and after that it sends user input via web request to ChatGPT API, and after ChatGPT get AI generated response in JSON format, and then it pairs and use the response in the web app, and it will show you on the screen without going to that website or without you browsing to that page. So yeah, here are the few of the benefits of the Web Request plugin. So yeah, with that you can now seamlessly integrate into the web applications, and it is very customizable AI behavior with system level instructions. And by using this amazing plugin, you can now do real-time interaction for instant responses, and you can also use cases for personalized experience in a very versatile way. Alright, yeah, so now let's not waste any time and see all that with the help of a lab demonstration. Alright, so here I am with my ChatGPT Plus open. So first of all, let's see how to integrate the Web Request plugin into your ChatGPT Plus. So yeah, first of all, you need to go to the ChatGPT 4. You need to make sure your plugins beta option is enabled. And after that, you need to go to this plugins option, scroll all the way down to the plugin store. And you're just going to type here the plugin name that you want to integrate, which is in my case Web Request. And yeah, you can simply install that. Mine is already installed, but you can always install that by hitting this green install option. And yeah, after that your plugin will be enabled automatically. So yeah, now let's just go ahead and see a few of the real life examples of how you can get help from this amazing plugin in your ChatGPT Plus. So yeah, for this you have basically two cases. Let's just say for the first case, you provide a URL or a website link to ChatGPT, and you don't want to scroll all the way in that, and you want ChatGPT to scrap all that detail and find the best details or best output for you of your desire. So yeah, for the first case, we're gonna do exactly the same. So yeah, I'm just gonna give a URL to ChatGPT, which is right here. And after giving few spaces, I'm just gonna give my prompt here to With this URL, suggest me the top 5 highest paid jobs in the world. So yeah, this is exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to provide my URL over here, and I don't want to scrap in that. I don't want myself to dig into the details. So yeah, I'm just going to provide a prompt here, and ChatGPT will now help us to find the details for me as per my desired output. So yeah, let's just now go ahead and hit enter and see the output for that. So yeah, as you guys can see, as soon as I hit enter, ChatGPT is now finding the details for me with the desired URL that I just provided, which is over here. And in that, it's helping me find the details for me. So yeah, as you guys can see, we did get the output for that. So it's showing me here are the top 5 highest paying jobs according to the data from the website you provided. So yeah, if I can show you guys, this was basically the website I provided to ChatGPT, which was basically, you can say, top 100 highest paying jobs in the world. And in that, ChatGPT actually scrapped all those details for me and, summarize me with the modified top 5 highest paid jobs in the world. So this is exactly how this web request plugin works. So yeah, if you can go ahead and move to our second case. So let's just say in your second case, you're not providing any URL to ChatGPT, okay? So you just want to grab any details about any scenario or any condition that you're looking for. So yeah, let's just type here a prompt without any URL reference or without any detail and say ChatGPT to suggest me the best places to visit in Italy. So yeah, as you guys can see over here, I did not provide any information or any reference or kind of a URL website to ChatGPT. So let's just see whether in this case, web request plugin will work or not. So let's just hit enter and see the output for that. So yeah, as you guys can see, I didn't provide any URL. Even then, the web request plugin is working absolutely fine. And it's actually scrapping all the details for me by its own by searching URLs online through APIs. And yeah, here is the output for that. So if you can see over here, it did provide a couple of the recommendation places I can visit in Italy. So yeah, and after that, in the end, it provided the URL to me by its own, and I can simply open this URL if I want, and I can simply browse through that and get more information about the best places to visit in Italy. So yeah, these are basically 2 of the cases or scenarios by which you can use the web request plugin. So yeah, basically that was it for today's video. I hope you guys liked it, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye bye.